Hello, and today we shall be going over the introduction to parasitology. Now, whether it's a mind-controlling parasite called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, or a brain-eating amoeba called Nagliaria fowleri, a parasite is a microorganism that uses another host organism for nutrients and shelter. With more than 2 billion people suffering from chronic infections related to parasites and considerable death rates, learning and understanding 3 key points about parasites is vital to learning how to tackle the infections. They are morphology, life cycle, and their relationship with their host or environment. There are 2 main classes of parasite, endoparasites and ectoparasites, that can either be helminths, protozoa, or arthropods. Ectoparasites live on the surface of their hosts, like ticks or fleas that we see in the picture here, whereas endoparasites are found inside of their hosts, an example being Giardia intestinalis, which is found in intestinal mucosa. Here we also have a picture of a helminth, a parasitic worm. There are different types of endoparasite based upon the host they've infected and their ability to survive there. For example, an obligate parasite relies heavily upon a host to be able to reproduce and complete its life cycle, but a facultative parasite doesn't entirely rely on its host to complete its life cycle, but may opt to be parasitic in certain conditions. Facultative parasites represent a mid-evolutionary point between free-living microorganisms and fully parasitic ones. Many of these facultative parasites are types of fungi. An example is the genus Armillaria, dead trees and woody tissue, but can occasionally infect live trees, causing wood rot, especially in the roots of trees. There are also aberrant and accidental endoparasite. Just as there are different types of parasite, there are also different types of host. A lot of parasites require multiple hosts in order to complete their life cycles. This is called an indirect or complex life cycle, which requires 2 or more hosts, in comparison to a direct, simple life cycle, which only requires 1. Parasitic infections can therefore cause zoonoses, diseases that cross the species barrier. For example, the malarial parasite lives in the female mosquitoes in its larval form, and in humans in its adult form. Hosts that harbour parasites in their adult sexually reproductive form are called definitive hosts, whereas hosts that harbour parasites in their asexually reproductive larval forms are called intermediate hosts. There are also reservoir, paratenic, and amplifier hosts. Parasite-host relationships come in a variety of forms. Symbiosis, or mutualism, is where the host-parasite association is beneficial to both. Commensalism is the association in which the parasite draws benefits from its host without causing any harm or benefit. And parasitism is where the parasite draws benefits from the host, but also causes damage. Today we have covered that there are different types of parasites, different types of hosts, and different types of parasite-host relationships. In the coming videos, we shall discuss transmission, immunology, pathogenesis, and go over some examples of parasites. Thank you for listening. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day. I don't know.